These are 15 secrets about the X-Files that reveal how a show nearly canceled in its first season became one of television's most enduring phenomena. From accidental theme songs to banned episodes, the truth behind this sci-fi masterpiece is stranger than fiction. When Chris Carter pitched the X-Files to Fox executives in 1992, they rejected it outright. Carter was a former surfing magazine editor with no science fiction experience, who freely admitted he'd barely read any sci-fi novels. Yet somehow, this unlikely creator would craft a show that redefined television and spawned an entire generation of paranormal believers. Let's start with the most recognizable element of the entire series, that haunting theme song. Mark Snow, the show's composer, was struggling to create the perfect opening music when frustration got the better of him. As he sat at his keyboard, stumped and defeated, Snow put his elbow down on the keys in exasperation. He had accidentally engaged a delay effect, and suddenly a spooky electronic echo darted out of his monitors. That accidental moment of frustration became the foundation for one of television's most unforgettable theme songs. The famous whistle melody came from an old synthesizer sample called Whistlin' Joe, and Snow's wife Glyn whistling, inspired by the Smiths track, How Soon Is Now? But the show almost looked completely different. Fox executives wanted a taller, leggier, blonder, and breastier actress than 24-year-old Gillian Anderson for the role of Dana Scully. Their top choice? Pamela Anderson from Baywatch. The network believed they needed star power to draw viewers to this strange little show about FBI agents investigating paranormal cases. Gillian Anderson later recalled, "They couldn't fathom how David and me could equal success." Fortunately, Chris Carter fought for his vision of Scully as a serious scientist, not a sex symbol. Speaking of casting challenges, David Duchovny initially turned down the role of Fox Mulder. After reading the pilot script in his bathtub, Duchovny thought it was okay, a good pilot. But he'd already committed to working on a Friends movie. Carter had to convince him to reconsider, and thankfully, David changed his mind. Though he remained skeptical about the show's prospects, admitting to Entertainment Weekly, "I'm not home on Friday to watch TV myself, usually." Once filming began, the height difference between Anderson and Duchovny created unexpected problems. David stands 6 feet tall, while Anderson is under 5 feet 3 inches. This led to the creation of what crew members affectionately called the Scully box, a prop that gave Anderson enough height to have normal conversations with her towering co-star. Without this simple solution, many of the show's most iconic scenes would have been impossible to film. The early scripts also looked different. Scully originally had a boyfriend named Ethan in the pilot episode. Fox executives added this character because they felt there wasn't enough romantic tension between Mulder and Scully. These scenes were actually filmed, but eventually cut from the final version. Chris Carter was adamant from the beginning that the leads shouldn't be romantically involved, stating, "I was adamant from the beginning that Mulder and Scully should not be romantically involved." The show's journey to television wasn't smooth. After Fox's initial rejection, Carter fleshed out his concept and returned weeks later for another pitch. This time, they commissioned the pilot, but many industry insiders remained skeptical. Entertainment Weekly's 1993 fall preview brutally dismissed Mulder and Scully as goners, citing the show's niche appeal and deadly Friday night time slot as reasons it wouldn't survive its first season. Yet the X-Files not only survived, but flourished, particularly after moving from its original Vancouver filming location. The persistent Vancouver rain actually helped create the show's moody atmosphere during its first 5 seasons, though both lead actors grew tired of the weather. David Duchovny's dissatisfaction with Vancouver was widely reported as being about the rain, though the real issue was his separation from his wife, Téa Leoni. Production moved to Los Angeles for season 6, changing the show's visual tone significantly. Behind the scenes, tensions between the lead actors were far from the partnership viewers saw on screen. Anderson and Duchovny couldn't stand each other during much of the show's run. Long 18-hour shooting days strained their relationship to the breaking point, leading to periods where they wouldn't speak to each other off camera. Anderson later admitted these tensions caused her significant stress and breakdowns. Remarkably, their professional chemistry never suffered, testament to both actors' dedication to their craft. This tension was amplified by serious pay inequality. Gillian Anderson was initially offered only half of David Duchovny's salary, both at the show's beginning and when they returned for the revival series. This disparity reflected the entertainment industry's broader gender pay gap and became a rallying point for equal pay advocacy. Financial disputes extended beyond the leads. Prior to season 7, Duchovny sued 20th Century Fox for $25 million, claiming the network sold the X-Files rights to affiliated companies at artificially low prices, cheating him out of profits. The lawsuit alleged Chris Carter conspired with Fox against Duchovny's interests. The case settled out of court with Duchovny receiving $20 million. But the legal battle strained relationships and contributed to his eventual departure from the show. One of the most controversial episodes in television history emerged from Season 4, Home, which aired on October 11, 1996, became the first X-Files episode to carry a viewer discretion warning. Written by Glenn Morgan and James Wong as their deliberately nasty return to the series, the episode's disturbing content led Fox to ban it from reruns for 3 years. It finally re-aired on Halloween, 1999, with ominous advertisements proclaiming, "Only on Halloween would we dare air an episode so controversial, it's been banned from television for 3 years." Even the crew found it disturbing. Director Kim Manners called the opening shot of a baby being buried the most awful shot of his career. The show's relationship with real government agencies proved surprisingly complex. When Chris Carter initially approached the FBI for information, they were dismissive. However, as the show neared its premiere, the FBI reached out, demanding more details, worried about their portrayal. Rather than shutting down production, the FBI eventually became supportive, providing technical advice and even becoming fans themselves. FBI agents reportedly loved seeing their work dramatized, even in such an unconventional context. The X-Files revolutionized fan culture in ways its creators never anticipated. The passionate fan base actually coined the term shipping, rooting for characters to get together romantically. This was television's first major fandom to grow alongside the early internet, with online communities dissecting every episode in theory. The show proved that appointment television could build devoted followings through word of mouth and online discussion. The character name Mulder had personal significance for Carter. It was his mother's maiden name, Catherine Mulder. Carter died in 1991, 2 years before the show premiered, making Fox Mulder's character a subtle tribute to Carter's family heritage. The show's cultural impact extended far beyond entertainment. Scholars now argue the X-Files mainstreamed conspiracy culture, introducing terms like shadow governments and black projects into everyday vocabulary. The show's influence can be seen in today's UFO disclosure hearings and persistent distrust of government institutions. Writers acknowledge this unintended consequence. In a 2018 interview, original writers Jim Wong and Glenn Morgan admitted the show likely played a role in bringing conspiracy theories to mainstream audiences. The X-Files proved that weird, niche television could become a global phenomenon. From its accidental theme song to its banned episodes, from pay disputes to passionate fandoms, the show's real story rivals any paranormal case Mulder and Scully investigated. With Ryan Coogler's upcoming reboot featuring Danielle Deadwyler set to premiere soon, these secrets remind us why The X-Files remains television's greatest paranormal mystery, one where the truth really was out there, just not where we expected to find it. The truth is, sometimes the most extraordinary stories happen behind the camera, not in front